Hi Aries, welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. I'm almost a bit like not nervous, but it's really exciting for me to be back. I think it was 3 weeks ago that I did a message, and 3 weeks, I don't know if that sounds really long for you or somewhat short, I don't know, but in terms of doing these readings, it feels like forever ago. So I'm really happy to be back. Happy New Year, happy god fortsättning, as we say in Swedish. And I will do a love reading for you guys today, and I will figure out as I go along what type of readings I will do over the holidays. I've been really thinking about what I want to, like, what content I want to put out there. And also I think I will, like, in the near future ask you guys what you sort of want help on, what you want help with, questions that I put in, like an extra video here and there to maybe clarify some stuff, answer some stuff that I know to the best of my ability to answer, with a little help from my team. So I will use not a new deck to me, but a new deck to you today. That's Tom, sorry, it's not Tom at all. It's John Holland. And it's not a love tarot card deck. It's I just like his energy, and it's not a tarot reading anyway, so I just use them for fun. So from today, the 13th of January, till the 2 weeks ahead, that's your love reading, Aries, and we're gonna pass the new moon in Aquarius on the 24th. And I feel like that's sort of like a game changer in a way, because it's very, Aquarian energy is really self-sufficient, really new, okay? New thinking, like, I don't really have to describe it more than, it's like a, nobody has ever done it before type of energy. That's what they want to, that's sort of the Aquarian energy to me. And with the new moon, it just means everything starts fresh, everything starts anew. It's the first new moon of January. It's the first new moon of the decade. So it's like, I don't know, I feel really light around that moon. So whatever intention you want for your love life, just feel free to set those intentions on that day or towards that date. Okay, guys? So one card jumped out, and so I guess I pick the two rest of them. This is sort of a smaller card deck, so usually when I shuffle this, they sort of jump out on their own, but the bigger one I sort of had to pick myself. No. Also want to say I strongly have felt Archangel Michael for the past, like, he's sort of my angel. I know he's not just my angel, but he's the angel that I go to. He's sort of, if I pray to any angels, Archangel Michael, he's just my angel. And of course he's been there all along, but for some reason he's very, very prominent. Do you say that? He's very present, and he has been for the past week or something, really present. So maybe that resonates with some of you guys. Now I'm just gonna pick. So I'm doing 3 cards to start with, and then I sort of have been wanting to add extra cards, so I might listen to that a bit. Okay, so numbers, I always love numbers. So if that plays in for you, we have the number 1, the number 3, and the number 7. That's like your main numbers. If you want to check that out, Google it. And for love, guys, I feel Aries, like, so the first card out is this prosperity begins. But it's around love, and it's the love, what I call the love border. So it's like we have, it's framed with the color for you. It's framed, it really is in focus for you. And you've been planting, you see this tree, it's awesome. you've been planting this seed, and it's been growing, and it's been growing, and up comes, it's not even like, yeah, it's going to be a while more. You see the fruits are just raining from the heavens, and those two beautiful hands just laying on top of each other like that. So I feel strongly, Aries, that either you're in a committed relationship and you really have sort of each other's back. It just feels really, really warm and loving and nurturing and caring, and like yeah, we got each other's back. That's what I feel. If you're single, Aries, I feel like this is what you're aiming for, looking forward to, what we're expecting, like in our next relationship, Aries. And with the next card out, I see, okay, I shouldn't jump. There's something here with, there's just some fruits are falling from the heavens, and some fruit is still, you see that on the tree, you can still pluck the fruit from it's a bit, doesn't really want to focus. You can still pluck the fruit from the tree, but there's something with, I don't know, not wanting to look at your roots, not wanting to, because for the committed, this just feels warm. Those two hands, they just feel warm and cozy and loving. And for the single Aries, I feel like we put the lid on. We hold it down, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, let's just look up here. Don't mind what's going on beneath, or what I'm dealing with, like beneath in the roots, sort of. Okay, stay with me. Because then we'll continue the single one first here. Is this heartache and loss? And so I feel like something is coming to the forefront. Something is coming up that maybe you haven't understood that it... If you feel like, if you've been feeling a bit sad, a bit down, a bit low, you're clearing that out now. And I think that maybe you haven't understood where that has come from. You sort of like, why does it feel so... It's like I want to sit here on the couch and I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to move. I'm going to go back to work and I don't want to. I can just spend an extra day on the couch, an extra day in bed. I don't really have like the stamina or the strength or the willpower to do anything. And I feel like this is really related to whatever has been going on, like on a deeper level, that like, I don't know if you literally asked for whatever is left in me, whatever, like the deeper layers, what's going on there. I want them to come up to the surface or something like that. Or like, I want to get rid of anything that sort of stands in the way of me and love. And then it's like, oh, and then you forgot about it. And so then when you feel like you have a bit of a low morning, it's like, what's going on now? It's because you asked, right? And maybe that's why I bring up Archangel Michael too, because now I feel him strongly again. That ask your guides, ask your angels for help, ask even friends for help. If you feel like you need to like let something off your chest, journal it, like write it down if it feels heavy in your body. Because this is this heartache and loss, and I don't feel like it's heartache and loss now necessarily. And it's so interesting because she has her heart in her stomach. Okay, so if you look closely here, do you see that she has a red heart like in her solar plexus and stomach? And the heart is like, and okay, this is going to be deep. Single Aries, if you've had an upset stomach, like think back of if you have had stomach problems, stomach ache, stomach issues, like think back when those started. And I bet it's going to be around sometime when something in terms of love did not work out for you. Something, you put it on yourself, you took it so... And you could have had relationships after this. So it's not like, it doesn't have to be your latest relationship. This could be something that starts like in your teens, or like maybe not at that young, but like really early on. And it's like something happened in that time. So interesting. It's like you put yourself in I almost see this as a cocoon, like a caterpillar, and a lot of a caterpillar situation where you sort of then have isolated yourself in terms of love. So sort of whatever relationship after that sort of didn't stand a chance. Maybe you've had somewhat good relationships, but it's like it was never going to last, or it was never really going as deep as I feel like this will. So there's something about really looking at your roots right now and understanding that the heartache, you really like just swallowed it, and it took a toll on your your solar plexus and your stomach, that you could really have had. I mean, this might sound really far-fetched for some, and I know it's gonna resonate maybe with 3 people, but if you've had like deep things going on, like cancer in your stomach, or really, really heavy things in your stomach that you sort of couldn't find the cause of, or just a constant upset stomach, I feel like this due to whatever you just really put down and never dealt with, but rather put on the back burner and never sort of really, it was like you were supposed to it's like somebody completely dumped you and walked all over you, and it was like you were not supposed to talk about it or care about it or feel anything about it, and just, put it down there. It might be so far down that you have really forgotten about it. Even now I'm talking about it, you might be like, no, I don't think so. But I'm telling you, single, at least for the single Aries group that I'm connecting with today, if you're listening into this message, I'm telling you, there's something off in your vibration that you're cleaning up now. That's the good part. You're cleaning it up now, and you don't even have to, you might have wonder why you've asked for anything that's in the way to get cleared. Because just due to the fact that you can't hold down a relationship, or you can't find the person that you want to find, or you just can't find anybody, or if you're with them, you don't feel like yourself, or something like that. It's a constant worry in your stomach, and you're going to get rid of it now. Wow. So I feel like I'm just going to skip this card for you committed, because I feel like you're in a good place, and maybe I don't know how much more information for you good people place is. Sorry, it's always we have to tend to the people that's sort of a bit if you're single and it's a bit up in the air, but stay put. You might learn something, you might hear something that resonates with you as well. I just want to sort of tell you, so don't get too disappointed if it's not for you. And then we have the number 7, stand your ground. And this to me feels like a new dawn. Like you're standing proud, you're standing tall. It's like you're finding yourself again. And that's a complete solar eclipse, I would say. And I mean, I don't know when the next solar eclipse is. I just know that there's a whole bunch of eclipses this entire, I think we're looking at 6 eclipses or something. We just moved out of the moon eclipse. Now in the full moon. Can it even be? No, I shouldn't get into it because I don't know. When the next solar eclipse is, look that up for yourself and put that down in your calendar, or just work around that energy if you want to. If that feels significant to you, use that. Use the solar eclipse. I feel like there's something like on the horizon, there's a love relationship on the horizon for you, and it's around the next solar eclipse that either you will just completely let go of this. It's like if you've had chronic disease in your stomach, I want to say like either you found the thing that's going to help you get rid of it, or you just have had so much healing happening and really wanting to move to the next level, so it will just go away. it will just lift from your stomach. It will, it's like you wake up one morning and you think, what's wrong? And you realize nothing's wrong with my stomach. Or you have breakfast and usually your stomach is really upset and nothing happens because you're finally in alignment. And that's due to your inner work. I feel like there's something you've done over and over and over again. You might not have realized how much it actually has helped you. And finally, it's like, oh my God, I feel really, really good. And I mean, just coming into this year, I have to say, I mean, it's been a bit weird start, I feel. But just passing this full moon and the moon eclipse, what do you call it? You don't say moon, you say lunar eclipse, I think. And just passing this 11/11, not 11/11, but 1/11, like the 11th of January, I feel past that day, it's been all bubbly energy and just uplifting and way, way, way better than it started out to be. So with the number 7 also feels like it's a completion. I haven't even, it said stand your ground. Completion to me, 7 is like, and on the 7th day he rested. We have 7 days in a week. And it's like, you've done the job, you don't have to do anything more. You sort of just have to wait, stand and wait, know who you are, and for that sun to come out again and to just, I'm telling you, your person is coming in strong. And it's something you need to let go of first. It's like, and I want to say there's something with the 137. It's like, okay, you're not, because Aries is not typical. Let's take this 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, you're like, no, let's do 8. Okay, and it's like, okay, I'm doing 1 and I'm skipping 2 and I'm doing 3 and then I'm skipping 4, 5, and 6 and I go straight to 7. That's sort of your energy, and you're there, Aries. This is your year for relationships, and if you're in a good relationship already, I just feel like that's gonna it's even gonna deepen. It's gonna get stronger and stronger. It's like with every eclipse, it's just gonna get deeper. Something like that. Okay, some rounding off, maybe from Archangel Michael that's with us. Oh, wow. Wow. This is like my ultimate, this is just, it's a number 2, so it's for okay. Number 2. So it's for relationships. It talks about that coupling. And if you look closely, you see the rings there. This is just everything you want, but you're seeing like what you're standing in front of. To me, it's like he's looking at the green, which to me it means healing. So we're healing ourselves. So you've reached that point where you've healed your wounds and those roots. You can finally look at those roots and sort of almost, I want to say, you can look at the roots and feel proud, is what I want to say, of the job that you've done. It's a job well done. And then the next step here, when we have this completion, the healing, the green, is that we move into love and relationship. And with the it's actually 2 wedding rings there. Wedding band, I think you call it. And then the next one is that it's raining money, but it's focusing on the love relationship. So I'm really happy for you, Aries. It looks like within the next 2 weeks, you're gonna have a really strong, like, healing moment, maybe a couple of healing moments with yourself where you feel like, I'm really coming home in myself. I really understand myself so much more. I've healed the wounds that has sort of stood in the way of me and my person. So what a way to start your year, Aries. Okay, guys, that was it for this week. Let's see what I put out next week, okay? Take care, guys, out there, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Bye.